We are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings. And welcome back to another fun-filled episode. There here. 29-year veteran of the woods. Hello, people. From the cave, actually. From the cave out here. Enjoying the little bit of a cooler weather for you good people. So I want to say hello to everyone out there. Hello, Amy. Oh, by the way, as she talks about the winner of... we'll get to it in just a moment here, but we've got two great books. The Black Riding Hood from Jon Malin, and New Kind of War from... kind of a collaboration. The Critical Drinker and your boy Zach. So we haven't done this in quite a while, so we're gonna put them head to head, mano e comico, or something along those lines. Get to that here in just a moment here, people. Bear was sitting here. He tries to collect his thoughts right before he goes online. Okay, how are we gonna do the show? What, kind of order and everything there. He's kind of thinking, pondering just a little bit here. Bear is blessed just a little bit here from such a great audience out here. Such a great audience that's, we do things a little bit differently here than your normal live YouTube show, YouTube channel out there. We're not trying to chase the algorithm. I'm not trying to, get the most views on some video or something like that. If it happens, great. If not, listen, YouTube is shadow banning Bear. I understand. It's fine. It's fine. Great to see Melissa as well. Both of the Lesters out here. Very blessed to have such a great audience. And also to butter you up, smart as well. So, Bear was going to go through... Let me find it here. Where is it? Let me bring it up here. One of the things that Bear tries to do, bring in a lot of context other than just, hey, here's the headline, let's read an article, blah, 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 next, blah, 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 blah. That gets boring. Sometimes Bear gets in the habit of going down the rabbit hole with numbers and all this other stuff. It's not important so much as the trend is out there. Oh, let me bring up the chat here. Good people there. There we go. Of course, we've got the usual stuff out here from the Marvels, yada, 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 the director. Everybody who hates my movie is a hater, yada, yada, yada. We already know. We already understand that. That's not news that we're bringing to any of you out there. But the kind of... the overall thought behind it. Bear doesn't come behind the microphone. Number one, wow, what a terrible movie. Let's talk about it for the next 2 hours. Nobody wants to hear about that, number one. Go find some good stuff out there that you like. Bear was talking about that with the Foundation. Kind of a goofy show out there. They finally came out with one good episode. Bear was over the moon with it. Well, they destroyed a planet, so they would have to go over the moon. But I ruined it the next episode. That's fine, whatever. But, hey, trying to bring to people, hey, here's something good, something to go check out. So it brings Bear no joy out there or anything like that. Talking about Disney, talking about Marvel, talking about any of the other stuff. Bear kind of opposed, I guess, to some of the channels out there. I don't want to see Disney do bad. Bear doesn't want to see, the die mouse die crowd out there. Bear doesn't want to see that. Disney used to be many years ago, under Disney, Mr. Disney out there, a really good, wholesome family entertainment. And really, people just want to get back to that, want to see that, rather than, the stuff being shoved down people's throat, yada, yada, yada. We'll get to the article here in just a second. I just want to use that to tee off for just a moment here. No ill will towards the MCU, no ill will towards Disney, no ill will towards Warner Brothers or, DC or anything like that, even though we talk about James Gunn and his escapades out there. But we do it to kind of chronicle what's happening rather than trying to, oh, this is the Dow, oh, terrible, blah, 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 blah. You can only take so much of that. You can only take so much of, hey, everything's bad that's coming out of Disney before you just kind of tune out. That's probably a little bit what we were doing here with the Marvels. Bear came out relatively early, says, oh, we was reading, whatever. It came out, what is it? There huge estimations. 110 to, 100 to $110 million was initially predicted. I think it came down to like 75 at one point, then came down a little bit further than that. Bear says no, it'll be 45 to 55 million first weekend. I came in at 47, 48, something like that. Right on the money out there. I don't know too many YouTube channels that would have made that prediction, or if they did, I don't know how close they were, but pretty gosh darn close, people. Pretty gosh darn close. So that is kind of the setting the table of what we're talking about here with, oh god, what was her name here? Nina DaCosta. That would be the director of the Cat Lady. I keep calling it the Cat Lady film, but literally, it's a film with cats in it that appeals to ladies. Or doesn't, I guess. I don't know, but there you are. Here we go. Let's go ahead. Just jump. Well, hold on. Let me see here. Amy says, we're blessed to have you, Beer. Well, thank you. What a great audience. It's true, it's easy to find terrible things in the world now, says Amy. We have to keep looking for some light at the end of all the darkness, which kind of roundaboutly kind of leads us back to, let me get to it here. Where is it? With the thing. Two great books that we're going to be talking about here in just a little bit. Of course, one of them has to win and one of them has to lose. But both excellent books. Would recommend you go check those out. If you can. Oh, by the by. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do it. If you do want to go check out Black Riding Hood, you're going to have to do it pretty quickly because it is going to be closing here in a couple of hours. So let me do that real quick here for you people. Do the thing with the thing. Copy that. I'll drop it in the chat here, but also try to drop it in the video here. There we go. You can do that. Because good old friends, for crying out loud. We'll get into it later, but Indiegogo. Bear has hit his limit with Indiegogo here. Literally was trying to search. Wasn't trying to search for this. I was trying to search for the Black Riding Hood stuff. I didn't get too many images off of that, so we'll make it work. But trying to search for... Go on to Indiegogo and search for Jon Malin. You're going to find a whole lot of Johns on there, but not a Malin among them. So let me do the thing with the thing here. 1 second, people. Let's see, where is it? There we go. There's that. Talk amongst your shells, people. Talk amongst your shells. Let's see if that'll do it. That'll do it. That should do it. There it is. There we go. There is the campaign. 7 hours left, people. 7 hours left. So if you do want to go check it out, go right ahead. Go right ahead. This is the what they call the Malin cut. So he is signing that one, or if you never got the original Jawbreakers, and you want that signed as well, get on it while the getting is good. So anyways, yeah, try to promote the good stuff and negative stuff out of it. But you know what? Since she's out there blabbing her mouth, let's go ahead, get right on into it, people. Get right on into it and Bear's gonna put a little stink on it himself here. Gosh darn it. Alright, do the thing with the thing, get all this stuff out of the way. There we go, that would help. Professional show one of these days. The Marvels, coming from Bounding into Comics, John F. Trent. The Marvels. Director Nina DaCosta describes critics. Can we take a guess, people? Can we take a guess how a Marvel director describes her critics of the film that she completely bombed on? You would be virulent, violent, racist, and sexist, and homophobic. So not only do you not like women, you don't also like gay men. You just don't like anybody. Don't like anybody, and you're violent, of course. I mean, all the violence that is happening at the Marvel screenings out there, all being disrupted, shenanigans happening, all that sort of, yeah, of course. Naturally. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a minute. The Marvels director, Nina DaCosta, recently shared her opinion on that critics of woke Marvel are, quote, virulent, violent, racist, and sexist, and homophobic. Woo! Wow. She forgot that her detractors, must also hate cats. Terrible. There she is wearing a mask. I don't know why you're wearing a mask in that one, but whatever. DaCosta made her thoughts known during an interview with Variety's Angelique Jackson ahead of the film's opening weekend. The director was first asked if her use of the Beastie Boys' Intergalactic Planetary in the film's trailer was a shot at critics of America's sweetheart, Brie Larson's acting. Which, one of the things, listen, you could say a number of things about Brie Larson. A butt like lumber, all sorts of stuff. Bear has never criticized Brie Larson's acting. I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I think she's put into roles that's very flat. Like The Room. She's not really delving too much into emotion there. Other films there as well, where it's very stoic. I guess the best way you can describe it is stoic. Which is kind of hard to tell. You gotta be a really good actor to pull off stoicism and be able to make it work, and people can see the variations between there. So, again, Bear's not complaining about Brie Larson's acting. Bear could make 100 videos about Brie Larson. I'm sure they would do just fine. But why? Why would be the question of the day? That would be a waste of Bear's time. Jackson explained the lyrics. Well, that would be the I guess, what was her name? Pardon me here. Variety, the reporter from Variety. The lyrics, now, don't you tell me how to smile, seemed especially pointed, evoking an earlier scene from the first Captain Marvel. By the way, who directed the first Captain Marvel? I don't even remember. Where Carol is approached by a smarmy biker who revs his motorcycle engine to get her attention and says, "You gotta smile for me. Hotcakes." When Carol doesn't react, he calls her a freak under his breath. See, he didn't even say it out loud. Like, alright, whatever, freak. Goes on with his life. Under his breath and heads into a store at an LA strip mall. Her revenge, stealing the jerk's bike. No, that's not revenge. That is grand theft. Grand theft. Revenge would be, he stole her purse, and then she got it back, and then stole his motorcycle. Now that would be revenge. Taking a guy's motorcycle because he had a couple smart remarks. That's a crime. Well, maybe not in L.A. anymore. Maybe not in L.A. anymore. DaCosta said the song had nothing to do with Captain Marvel's critics. That's the first time I've realized that those lines are in the song. Madam. Holy cow, how do I put this? Ma'am, you are the director of the film. Every single thing that goes into your film, you better know about, and you better know what's going on. Unless you're showing your hand out there and basically telling everybody that the directors in Marvel films really don't have that much to do and are more, placeholders more than anything. The behind-the-scenes folks, those are the ones really directing the films. Or, the CG artists and all that sort of stuff. So that may be one way to do it. Otherwise, she's a blithering moron. She added, "I cannot say that was on purpose on my part. Sorry to be disappointing," which actually could be the tagline. That could be the tagline here. Marvel Studios, The Marvels. Sorry to be disappointing. Sorry to be disappointing. Madam. Okay, alright, I gotta go there. Ma'am. Between a bear and you here, just a little bit. I mean, I know. Listen, who takes fashion advice from a bear? I got it. But whoever you're taking fashion advice from, madam, you are at a premiere of your movie, your $200 million movie that flopped, but okay, whatever, we didn't know that at the time. You're there at the premiere. And this, Nothing matches. Let's just go there. Let's just go there with the nothing matches. I'm only here to show off my Michelle Obama arms, apparently. I don't know why. What's with the boots? Anyways. We're not trying to pile on here, people. DaCosta then shared her thoughts on critics who lampooned her film and Marvel for, quote, going woke. No, they're already woke. They are way beyond that. She said there are pockets where you go because you're like, I'm a super fan. I want to exist in the space of just adoration, which includes civilized critique, which is what we've been doing here all along, madam. You don't want to... you can't go, I just want to exist in the space of adoration, and then in the next breath saying, critiques are welcome. Which one is it? I know. Change the minds. DaCosta then added, then there are pockets that are really virulent and violent. Show me. Where? And racist, of course. And sexist. Let's not forget. And homophobic. Islamophobic as well. Let's just throw that in there. What the hell? And all those awful things. And I chose the side of the light. That's the part of fandom I'm most attracted to. Apparently, we're all in the dark here, people. All in the dark. What? Why? Okay. Anyways, moving on. YouTuber Ryan Kennel. He's still around. No offense. I didn't. Bear doesn't watch the whole Friday Night Tight stuff, so I had no idea he was still going. Reacted to DaCosta's defamation by saying, those fans, in large part, it's people that have legitimate criticisms of where the MCU has been doing for the past several years. That's what we've seen, and that's exactly what they do time after time. Which you could have said, I don't know, about the last movie, the movie before that, Shang-Chi as well, so let's just go all the way back there. This isn't anything really new. Anything new at all. Oh, let's see. P Money says, hey everyone, just doing a puppet show with the kids. Be back soon. There you go. Well, we are going to be doing a head-to-head here pretty shortly We'll delay just a little bit for old P Money here. He added, so you can continue to virtue signal people that are critical of your movie with those buzzwords that mean nothing anymore in the grand scheme of things, but the reality is people can see right. What the heck is this mush salad of words here? What the heck's going on? I don't know where he's going with that one. DaCosta's film bombed at the box office with the worst opening weekend in Marvel's cinematic history. Only grossing $46 million in its opening weekend. I thought it was 47, but there you go. Let's see. Here we go. As of today, the film has only grossed $48 million with a global gross of $111 million. I had no idea that it would do so well overseas. I figured it would be kind of even, but there you go. Apparently the Chinese, they love some Brie Larson out there. Maybe calling individuals who used to be Marvel fans of all kinds of nasty names is not a good marketing strategy in the long term. Oh, they usually have. Well, what do you think about blah, 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 blah? Well, I just told you. So anyways, there is kind of your literally anybody could have written this. I could have written this before it even happened. Oh yeah, it's gonna bomb, so the director, just lashes out at all the critics out there, blah, 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 blah. Again, this is the cycle that just kind of continues and continues. The person makes a comment, somebody on YouTube gets to react to it, then the person that made the comment says, oh, look at all the people on YouTube or on social media, they're, reacting to my reaction out there, blah, 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 so I gotta react to that, and then we react to that reaction, and blah, 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 blah. Bear's not trying to sell the film. It looks like it's a bad film. I could have told you that from the beginning. It didn't look like, all the promotional material. All that promotional material, let me see, hold on, where is that? No, not the cat posters. Where is it? Here we go. Here, all this stuff, it looks like just very, very, I'm not sure if this was supposed to be on Disney Plus or not. That's what it looks like to Bear. I know they spent a whole lot of money on it, but it's like, where did it go? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But, like, sometimes you can just take a look at the promotional material and just be like, yeah, this isn't, I mean, like, any of the iconic shots in this movie, I have no idea where they're at. I don't even know if she made any iconic shots. But, anyways, there is that. I don't want to continue harping on something that we all know is bad. I think all of us would want to see Disney do well if they're putting out good product. If they're, and it's going to take a while. They need to put out good product after good product after good product. It can't just be a kind of a one-off. Oh, let's throw them a bone. No, we'll put, kind of like the Bud Light situation where, oh God, we're losing all this money. Let's just throw on, a couple American flags and, country music, and everybody will, forget about all the bad stuff that happened and go back to drinking Bud Light. We don't want that to happen here. A one-off good Marvel movie isn't going to cut it, but I think everybody here wants to see the stuff that they saw in their childhood or, earlier stuff from Disney do a comeback, make a comeback out here. Actually, Bear was, I don't have it right in front of me. Let me go to it. There's kind of a meme out in the world there with let me see if I can find it here. The stupid thing here. 1 second, people. YouTube thing with the thing about the Chinese leader I forget how you pronounce his name. Anyways, there is kind of an interesting thing with him going on where he has. Let me find it here. Here we go. So he is being compared in China to Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie the Pooh is banned in China because they're. Let me see if I can find him here. 1 second here, people. Professional show. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's find it here. I thought that was that one. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Oh, it was right above there. Okay, there we go. So there is old Sleepy Joe and the Chinese fella there, and there is kind of a meme going out there where they have stuff going on, and the Chinese dictator out there he's being compared to Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Kind of an interesting thing. So all the stuff in China, Winnie the Pooh is banned out there. I'm sure just even mentioning this right now is getting Bear banned right now from China. But it's funny. It's funny. But no, I mean, going back, I had to go find some of these images for Winnie the Pooh. And I mean, look, they look terrific. I don't know which series this is on Disney Plus, but hey, the animation looks terrific. And probably everybody that studied animation out there has probably studied what Disney and some of the people that work for them did out there. So Disney is doing good, can do good stuff out there. Again, this sort of actor strike, writer strike, die Hollywood die. Bear doesn't want to see Hollywood die. There's plenty of good, just average people out there that would agree with us on any of this stuff. That is, they're out there doing makeup, they're doing sound design, they're doing, this or that. Really good people. You get we need to get rid of Hollywood out there. You're getting rid of all those good people. And what they actually have some good talent. And one of these days, when hopefully all this stuff passes, we're still going to need that sort of institutional knowledge of generally how to make a film. And I think a lot of people out there have forgotten how to do it. I just throw a bunch of money at it and it'll all work out. No, not really. Doesn't matter how much money you throw at it. If you have incompetent people, it ain't gonna look good. Ain't gonna look good at all. So, again, Bear doesn't come at this, bashing Disney, bashing the Marvels movie. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to be able to have a good movie that, hey, you want to market it to young girls out there? Go right ahead. Fine by me. I'm not gonna watch it, kind of like the Barbie movie, but hey, if it's a good movie, young girls out there enjoy it, go right ahead. Unfortunately, this ain't it. Thank you, Nina DaCosta. Nina the Coast out there. Loki must have turned everyone into cats. Nick Fury cat, Iron Man cat, Hawkeye cat. There you go. Does the movie star cats? Apparently it does. Apparently it does. This was a little red meat out there right before the movie opened. It was like, oh god, which was funny. One of the, I think, Midnight's Edge people out there, they calculated, they figured out that actually more men went to go see the Marvels film than women did, which I guess with comic book movies, you would kind of figure it would kind of skew a little bit more towards the male side of things and everything. But they found that I forget if it was the amount or if it was the box office. I forget how many people versus how much they spent. But if Bear remembers correctly, it was the number of people, and they found that there were more women that went to the Rambo 5 movie than went to the Marvels, which I thought was really interesting out here. So, Amy, Melissa, you got to go and watch whenever Bear does his final Rambo watch along here. You at least got to show up for the sisterhood out there. Anyways, there's the cat posters for the cat ladies and yada yada yada. Good job, ladies, says Amy. Good job. Yes, indeed. well, speaking, oh gosh, this is probably not the right audience for it, but Bear is gonna go for it anyways. Let me find it here. We're gonna do it, people. I'm probably gonna lose my loyal audience out here, but what the heck? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it because it kind of fits in. Let me find it here. 1 second. Do the thing with the thing. There we are. There we are. We actually have a funny, kind of interesting news story here. Get rid of that. There we go. This would be Earth Sky. Lost tool bag from spacewalk. Caught on video. That's what you're checking out there. A tool bag recently lost by NASA astronauts during a spacewalk is now orbiting Earth and is surprisingly visible to stargazers. The object can appear as bright as a 6th magnitude star. You can see it on the video, which you're watching there, by Eddie Izeri and Nelson Ortega, taken from Puerto Rico on November 11, 2023. At the time the tool bag was passing close to where we see Delta Aquae and Terra. I'm trying here, people. The brightest star in the constellation, Aquila, the eagle, rather. Orbital tracking and prediction confirm the object in this video is in fact the tool bag that astronauts accidentally lost on November 2nd, 2023. The tool bag changes slightly in brightness, suggesting the object is tumbling as it orbits our planet. I thought it was flat. Although the tool bag was ahead of the International Space Station by about a minute or two. Whoops. We're gonna hold on 1 second here, people. Gosh darn it. Thing with the thing. Let's see. Alright, do the thing. Blink. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. What are they talking about there? I have no idea what they're doing here. Anyways. Get off of that. Get back to it, because you will never believe who lost your bags in space. P-Money says, oh man, I know if I left my tools somewhere. Well, no, I'm sorry. It was a very historical spacewalk. The very first two-female spacewalk in history. Who also happened to lose their bags in space. Whoops-a-doodle. Whoops-a-doodle. Oh well. Oh well. Didn't work out as planned. A tool bag, asked Amy. Just like a normal tool bag, not like a little tool vehicle with rockets on it. Well, if it had rockets on it, I'm sure it could, come back. maybe land at Kennedy Space Center. There's that tool bag. That'd be a pretty cool, Amazon thing. Launch it into space and it delivers to your house, within 90 minutes. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, they didn't rent the tools because the late fees are going to be terrible. Well, it's probably going to be burnt up in the atmosphere, but that's all right. That's all right. Thanks, ladies. Thanks all about that. Yes, indeed. All right, well, there we go. I lost my entire female audience out there. Entire female audience. Well, let me get to the books. I need to turn on some lights here. So let Bear show you. By the way, P-Money, this one's for you. It ain't just the Canadian, what do they call that? Parliament up there. It ain't just the Canadian craziness that's happening. We got some craziness here in the good old U.S. of A., where we actually had a senator want to fight a witness. So we'll play a little bit of that while Bear gets some lights set up here. So there is that. Let me get this going here. Talk amongst your shells. Talk amongst your shells. Thing, no trip. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. There we go. Looks good. It actually looks good. Looks good for once. Alright. I don't even know if the audio's playing here. Well, I can hear it. My shelf is giving me the evil eye, says P-Money. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You're a clown! Ooh. Stand your butt up. Their butts are standing. Oh my god. The voice of reason, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. Voice of reason. Anyways. Voice of reason, Bernie Sanders. Anyways. I'll have to leave that in the link somewhere, but there we go. There is that. Alright. Oh, that looks terrific. Alright, people. It's something we haven't done in quite a while. It's been a little bit before Bear can put two books head to head, mano y mano, bucco y bucco, to find out which one is the best. Which one comes out on top for Bear's picks. So today, people, we've got, that would be The New Kind of War. That's from, oh, hold on, let me turn the microphone here. There we go. A New Kind of War, a part of your boy Zach. He's coming out, Richard C. Meyer, coming out with a prequel for the Rambo series, written with Sylvester Stallone. So this was a, oops, gosh darn it. This was a separate book written by the Critical Drinker. So the Critical Drinker wrote the book, illustrated by Kenneth Lowe. So it was already an IP, kind of a short story that they did out of that. So we'll check that out in just a minute. Going up against one of the comics gate greats out there. Try saying that 3 times fast. That would be Jon Malin and his controversial Malin cut of Black Riding Hood, which is kind of a retelling of Red Riding Hood, except for it's in the hood. It's in the hood, people. Kind of like the Leprechaun movie. So kind of, not necessarily an IP, kind of an old a fairy tale, that sort of deal. It's supposed to go into a collected volume. They couldn't do that because the Malin cut drops a couple N-bombs in the book there. So they had to be a little careful about that. This is, okay, we're going to put that off to the side there a little bit, make it its own little book. So 10-page short story. So I thought, hey, what a great combination. Not only Jon Malin plus your boy Zach. They started together and were doing Jawbreakers. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, let me find it here 1 second, people. You only got a couple hours left if you want to go check out his campaign there, which has the original Jawbreakers, which you'll sign there. So do go check that out if you want to check out Jawbreakers, or if you want to check out Black Riding Hood. Black Riding Hood. And, of course, your boy Zach, he's also got his campaign out there, so if you like the book, do go check it out. Anyways, two of them head-to-head here in a battle royale. Now, starting out, Bear probably should have read the books before he decided to go ahead and put them head-to-head here. So just very briefly, right off the top here, there's no animosity. No animosity for Bear here. He's just putting them up together just because he thought two books head-to-head here would be a little bit fun. Apparently there's, of course, always drama going on. I'm not sure what the latest drama is with your boy Zach over here. This isn't a complaint. This isn't a hit piece or anything like that. We're just taking a look at the book and seeing which one is the better book out there for you good people. Although Bear would say both excellent books. Nothing wrong with either of them. Nothing wrong at all. Let's see. So it's West Side Story, but a fairy tale. Similar. Very, very, very similar. So let's go ahead and just jump right on into it. Let's start out with the new kind of war here. We'll talk a little bit about that. I apologize. I don't have any images. I was looking high and low for Black Riding Hood. We'll just have to open up the book and I'll show you. And hopefully Bear turns to the correct pages and not the ones that will get Bear in trouble out here. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out. That would be a new kind of war. That would be written by the Critical Drinker. Artwork by Kenneth Lowe. Very interesting. He's got some very interesting artwork here. It is essentially watercolors here. So very expressionistic, which in Bear's opinion, in certain instances, like this first page here, really good first page. I thought it worked really, really well. I think on some of the other pages out there, it didn't work so much, only because the detail was lost. One of Bear's complaints, and not just for this book, but for any sort of war, World War II, actually this takes place in Korea, so this is going on 1950-51 Korea is the story. It's the story of Colonel Troutman. So if any of you are knowledgeable about the Rambo franchise, you had Rambo. He went into the town with Brian Dennehy. They chased him out of town. They were going to arrest him, all this other stuff. He gets a bunch of guns and he's out hiding in the woods, taking on the sheriffs and all this other stuff. Well, they bring in his old mentor, that would be Colonel Troutman, to kind of talk Rambo down and, talk him off all those crazy pills out there. And, of course, the second movie, Troutman comes back after Rambo's in jail. Spoiler alert. Rambo's in jail, says, Rambo, we need your help. We need to go find some Vietnam veterans over in Vietnam. POWs, Vietnam POWs out there. So they go over there, they rescue those. There's the second movie. And then, of course, Colonel Troutman in the third movie tries to help our lovely friends in Afghanistan and then gets captured by the Russians. So Rambo actually has to go and save Colonel Troutman. So Colonel Troutman, kind of the father figure to Rambo. So this is his story, his sort of prequel. How did Colonel Troutman become, the upstanding colonel that we see in all of the Rambo movies? So, once again, I think the artwork works really good as watercolors in some of the scenes, like some of the larger establishing shots or some of the explosions that are happening and stuff like that. I thought it worked really well. Where it kind of fell down was, and this is a complaint about a lot of war type films for Bear, especially like World War II sort of stuff. A lot of times the characters tend to blend in together, so it's really hard to tell, one character from the other unless you're looking at like rank or insignia, or maybe they might have some sort of like a special feature that they would have. So like uh, what was the one? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the one. The Stanley Kubrick film. Oh gosh, I can't remember the one right off the top of my head here. But anyways, the character there, he had the helmet with the peace sign on there, so you can kind of tell Matthew Modine. God, what was the name of that movie? I keep trying to think Saving Private Ryan. It's not that one. Anyhow, trying to figure out the different soldiers. It was a little bit. It can be a little bit difficult unless you have kind of a distinguishing mark or kind of a distinguishing flair that they might have. So in the book here, it was really hard to tell who Colonel Troutman was in the squad that they had. So a film where you're really trying to focus in on the early Colonel Troutman, what he experienced, all that sort of stuff. It was a little bit hard to kind of tell the difference between some of the soldiers there. It probably would have helped if he had a different rank, or maybe a special marking or something like that on his helmet where you could kind of tell a little bit of a difference. You really couldn't tell. I would have said a facial scar or something like that, but he doesn't have that in the movies. Just something there that would be able to you could tell the difference between that. That's kind of where some of the artwork fell down for Bear, was kind of some of the scenes were very kind of intimate or personal scenes between the soldiers there. Kind of got a little bit muddled together there. So you see on the center page here, kind of the top right panel there. It's a little hard to tell kind of the difference between some of the soldiers there. There was one scene also where Bear was reading through it and he got really confused. He did the number where he flipped the page, and I thought, like, oh gosh, I missed the page. So you do the little thing where you rub the page together and you're like, oh, I missed the page. No, Bear did not miss a page. He missed basically what they were going for. There's a scene in there where it looks like, when Bear first originally looked at it, it looked like the squad was going to be ambushed. In fact, they were the ones in the bushes looking at a patrol. It completely looked and acted out the opposite way, the way that Bear said originally there, where they were going to be the ones um, ambushed by I was going to say Viet Cong, ambushed by the North Koreans. So there was stuff like that where Bear got a little bit confused. Again, I really like the boldness that they showed of just doing watercolors in some of the pages here. Really like that. So, like for example, here this was actually the cover here, the top panel there, the big explosion there. Really like that. A lot of that stuff looked really well. The guy burning his face off, that looks really cool. I really like that, but some of those scenes, it got a little bit muddled, where it was kind of a more personal, more between characters. That was a little bit harder to detect. The other complaint, and the critical drinker knows what he's doing. I was really, it was really kind of very to the point of it. I wish there was a little bit more when they were talking about the exposition in this first page here. They're kind of going through a briefing, cutting back and forth between the flight over there and a briefing, and they're talking about the Korean War and all that sort of stuff, where they are, how they got to be, all that sort of stuff. I thought it was a little on the nose, but it's fine. It showed that the drinker knows what he's talking about, knows the time period that he's going through and everything. Um, had a couple good introductions to the characters, including Troutman. I thought all that was really well. Where it kind of fell apart was, I forget how many pages this is. It's a kind of a short book. There was a good introductory act. You saw where they're parachuting in, they come in and doing all that sort of stuff. And then the ending here was really well done. But there was like a first act and a third act, but the second act was really short. And I think that was the area where you were supposed to kind of get to know Troutman a little bit better as a character and why he passed on that wisdom to Rambo later on. There really wasn't any of that. It was, okay, we're going to the place, we're going to complete the mission. Oh gosh, there was a patrol in the way. Slight delay. They landed off course, so they had a little slight delay there, but nothing. Spoiler alert. Nothing that prevented them. I thought that there should have been a little bit more obstacles placed in their way before they got to the objective. Where here it was just, okay, we're gonna go to the objective. Here's a slight detour. Oh, okay, we're fine. Here's the objective, and then we go to do the objective, and then the end of the book here. I thought it was a little bit short in that middle section where we needed a little bit more information on the character of Troutman, why he became who he became in the movies and that sort of stuff. There was a very basic kind of war scenario. The friend that I had died on the mission and I feel really bad, and now we're going to go do whatever he decides to go do. I'm sure we're going to see in the prequel comic book, but we don't actually see what they call it the new kind of war, why he changed his mind on some of that stuff, or why he should change his superior's mind on how they go and fight what would become the Vietnam War. There really wasn't that much there. It kind of ended. It was an interesting ending. I like the ending, but it came way too short, and it came a little bit undeserved because you didn't really have the full evolution of Colonel Troutman, going from kind of a young private, I suppose, jumping out of the airplane to the world wise soldier that's going to help Rambo in Vietnam. So that would be kind of one of those deals. There's another one here. This wasn't even in, if Bear remembers correctly, I don't recall this being one of these pages being in the books, but another great example of really good artwork here. I do like the attempt at trying something new and different and doing it as a watercolor and making it a little bit more kind of expressionistic. But at the same time, some of the character back and forth, it became too expressionistic. It needed to be a little bit more kind of, a little bit more to the point, a little bit more kind of, a little bit better drawing of facial characteristics so you can kind of tell the difference between some of the characters. I'm sure probably on a second, or actually for Bear, a third read through, I literally had to go back several. I'd get ahead. I'd say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Go back a couple pages. Oh, okay, that's, so it wasn't really a clear right up front there. But other than that, a really good book. Really enjoyed it. Very much looking forward to the Rambo prequel. First Blood. First Kill. First Blood was the movie. First Kill that your boy Zach has coming out. So it might have been a little bit better of a comparison there to kind of compare those two books, but again, I thought it was really well done. Although the story was a little bit compressed, and I know Drinker can do a really good job whenever he's writing. I just don't know if something happened in the editing, or I don't know. I don't have that information there. There should have been like another 3, maybe 4 pages in there that would have just a little bit fleshed out Troutman a little bit better. A little bit better there. But other than that, a really good book. Really good book. Be expressionistic, but not too expressionistic. Wise words from our favorite bear, says Peabody. There you go. Oh, sorry. Let's see. When Colonel met Rambo, the feel-good story of the year. There you go. Bear was confused. Bear never gets confused. My world has been shattered. Well, I apologize. Apologize about that. All right, going up against it. in a very unfair fight here. I gotta say it's a very unfair fight here. That would be Jon Malin. Jon Malin's book. I'm gonna have to pull it out here because I didn't get any. Which, by the way, Indiegogo really needs to pick up the pace here. Bear's getting to the limit of his Indiegogo stuff. I went to go try to look up the campaign for this. Maybe there might be a couple pages in there. Trying to find Jon Malin on Indiegogo. Almost an impossibility. Almost. Indiegogo, get your stuff fixed, man. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna try and do some... Actually, you know what I could do? Beer could do this. Ha ha! Ha ha ha. Well, I don't want to spoil it. This is... Well, let's just show it here. So it's about 10 pages. 10 pages long. This would be the Black Riding Hood. It's kind of a take on Red Riding Hood. So it's kind of Jon Malin's take on the classic fairy tale out there. So he has it here in color and also in black and white, also without any of the dialogue in there. So I'm going to go... Luckily, I can show this page without having to be super worried about it. Super worried about it here because he does. Jon Malin does drop the N-bombs, people. The N-bombs. But I always feel like this is an unfair comparison because Jon Malin, just at the top of his game out here. Let me see. Sorry, people. I'm trying to get another couple pages here. There we go. Top of his game, doing some just excellent bang out work. It's only 10 pages, so it's not that long of a story. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the kid's name. Little Hood here. He's just trying to deliver some chicken soup to his father. All of a sudden, he gets ran into by some hoodlums out there. Tries to get away from the hoodlums, and they end up at his grandfather's house. Does some nasty things to Grandpa, and of course takes Grandpa's place in bed and tries to fool old Little Hood out here into thinking that the werewolves, spoiler alert, are actually Grandpa. So Little Hood out here, he's not having any of that. Bam, 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 bam. So there's a little bit of that. Again, I can't really show a lot of the dialogue, but top of his game on there, and the coloring looks just excellent on here. Don't think that just showing the black and white that is the cause of the only thing that you could see. There you go. There you can kind of compare the two there. So there's the black and white version. Pretty good. So Bear nowhere in the story was confused at all. There you go. There's the color. Nowhere confused at all about what was going on in the story. Everything lined up. Everything was perfect. There was no that got confused on the previous book there when who was hiding in the bushes. There's no confusing there. Everything was kind of very well done. Poor guy Grandpa lost his head, so the guy could turn into the werewolf here. Get a little hungry. That's why he's at the Grandpa's door there. So there you go. Still looks really good in black and white. This could be just a straight black and white book and would have done just fine. The story, very to the point. He got straight to the point. Nice little twist there at the end. Of course, if you've ever read Red Riding Hood. Gosh darn it, I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to get to another page here without damaging the book. The priceless book that Bear is damaging here with his claws. There you go. There's the end of the book. Pretty cool. Go check it out, people. I don't know if it's coming 2023 or not. He's only got a month left, so come on, Jon. Come on, man. Anyways, was not confused at all, either by the artwork or the story. I thought the story was really good. Nice little twist there at the end. I think he leaves it open for a sequel. I know Jon is not going to do a sequel, but he does leave the door open there if there's sort of a Black Riding Hood universe, I suppose. I don't know. The big thing is, of course, he's, dropping the N-bombs out there, starting off, but really it wasn't, it's nothing that you're going to find anything different than like a rap music or rap song out there. It's very, I guess what they could call urban. Very much in with the community that he is talking. In fact, at the very beginning of the book, he says, hey, I'm a white guy writing about stories in the hood. Of course, I understand the contradiction there, but I thought he did really well. I didn't think any of the dialogue was off. I didn't think any of the characters sounded out of place or, white splaining or anything like that. I think he did a really good, really excellent job with how he did the book there. That was the controversy, but it's like listening to a rap song for the first time. It's like, oh my god, they said all these things, and then after you've listened to rap for years and years and years, it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's how it goes. So it wasn't as controversial, I think, as people are saying out there. It was just, I think Uncle E didn't have any idea that was going to be going into a comic book that he was going to be publishing with a number of people. So, anyways, got the Malin cut. Very rare version of that. I don't think they're going to make any more copies, so if you do want your copy, go ahead and get it. Get it now. The Red Riding Hood Cinematic Universe. There you go. There you go. So, anyways, very easy. A very easy one for Bear. Gotta go with my boy Jon here with the Black Riding Hood. With the Malin cut, the art, just, Jon Malin's doing it. He's banging it out at the top of his game, doing some excellent work there. Nothing against Kenneth Lowe. Nothing at all. I think they just needed like another editing pass through there, maybe another couple pages added to it. Just explain to me a little bit more about Colonel Troutman. I got the entire book. Well, little Timmy got the entire book. I had to figure out what's going on with Colonel Troutman, and Bear couldn't tell you anything more about Colonel Troutman other than he was in the Korean War, and he had a bad thing happen to him. That was it. I don't know why he, what the cause is, what changed his mind. He didn't even say or anything like that. Maybe it might come up in the Rambo prequel book, but that would be Bear's only thing that holds the New Kind of War back. Other than that, I really liked some of the watercoloring. I thought that was pretty good. Oh, two other things here real quickly. Didn't necessarily move the needle, but it did show kind of the difference between the two. So if you've seen the box open for Bear, if not, where is it? Go check it out. Gosh darn it. Move that. I meant to do this. Go check it out. This is what it came wrapped in cellophane here, inside a kind of a basic mailer essentially, but two pieces cardboard. You got the poster. You got a poster with it, so you got the poster there. Nice colors, by the way. Pretty cool. That was it. That was your packaging for A New Kind of War. And your boy Zach. Now I know your boy Zach, very cut and dry with him. You got very few options whenever you're ordering something. It's kind of like the old saying, you can have a Model T in any color except for it's black. That's it. So you had that as compared to this came, and I'll show it in just a second here. So this is the box, obviously, that Jon Malin's book came in. So you can see right away the fabulous tape on there, which Bear kept saying, hey, Uncle E, you need to sell this. Well, apparently it's not bought by the roll. He actually has a tape printer out there. So that's how he made the nice little tape there. And also, as Bear always says here, where you're opening the box, the old Gemini mailer, the sign of quality. Sign quality there. So even if a bear gets his hands on it, you're gonna be pretty cool with the Gemini mailer here. And in addition to that, it came with the campaign that came with the, if Bear can get it out here, show you good people, the Cookiegate apparel. So there's the shirt. There's the shirt. Don't really need much with the shirt. I mean, bears don't even wear pants. But got the old beanie here though. Beanie, there we go. Some nice stuff there. So if anybody out there thinking about checking out some of the, I'm trying to remember the name of it, Cookiegate collection, we'll just call it. Do go check it out. Some good quality stuff. Good quality stuff here. Oh, you can't see it. There's the beanie. There we go. Sorry, Mom. For crying out loud. Anyways, I'll just put it back on the bear's head, where it belongs. So anyways, good quality stuff from Uncle E. If you do want to go check it out, I do believe that this stuff is still on his eBay store. But don't hold Bear to it. Don't hold Bear to that. The beanie would probably look cute on you, Bear. Well, gosh darn it. It needs to be menacing, not cute. Well, we'll take it. We'll take cute. Just this one time, though. Anyways, the thumbs up obviously has to go with Jon Malin, Black Riding Hood. There you go, some good stuff there. That's a thumb. That is, well, not a bear claw. That is a bear claw, not. Bear is not trying to flick off the audience there. Look, there's the other claws there. It is a definite claw / thumbs up from Bear out here. Amy says, I meant menacing. So anyways, there you go, people. If you have any questions, let Bear know. I'll try to either go to the page or go to find something for you good people. But there you are, people. There you are. It's been a minute since Bear's been doing a head-to-head. So I wanted to get back into some of the reviews. I could have done this a little bit better, but there you are, people. There you are. 2 great books. I'd recommend go checking out both if you can. Which, by the way, if you can, because you only got a couple of, if Bear can find it here, a couple of hours left on Jon Malin's campaign. 7 hours to be exact. So do go check that out. It's called It Came From the Vault, but I need to put it, hold on, did I put that up there already? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's, well, I'll go ahead and, let's see, let me go ahead and put it in the chat again, so just in case you want to go check it out, there you go, you only got a couple hours left. Once it's gone, people, it's gone. Any unsold books, I probably bet Jon Malin's just gonna burn. He's gonna burn them to the ground, man. So there you go. Go check that out. I'm sure there's probably some stream out there that's counting it down and taking viewers away from Bear, but that's all right. That's all right. There you go. So anyways, there is that. There is that for you good people. All right, let me get back to the chat. Let me get back to something to drink here. Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on. Bear has more. Holy mackerel. Bear literally has more, and I totally forgot about it until I just turned around. Bear, actually, once he gets the thing. Well, let me do the chats and then we'll go back to it. He can donate them to the library. What? Who? Definitely not the Black Riding Hood. Definitely not. Wouldn't be able to do that. Let's see here. So Jon Malin on Indiegogo is like Bigfoot. You've heard of sightings, but never seen when you really need it. That's true. Go search for It Came From the Vault on Indiegogo. Go right ahead. You're not going to be able to go search for Jon Malin on Indiegogo. You're not going to be... Bear's at the wit's end for freaking Indiegogo. It's got to be a really good book out there for Bear to buy it off Indiegogo. We'll talk here in just a minute. Graham Nolan has his own website out there, so you can go check out his stuff. Number of other artists out there as well. We'll check out the cybersecurity, but Bear would say just do that. Freaking Indiegogo. Ugh. Let's see. Nice panel, says Amy. Well, thank you. Thank you. That should be an official review on the comic cover. I was never confused, says the Comics Bear. No, I mean, it was clear. It was clear as a bell. Clear as a bell. Why do they say clear as a bell? Are bells clear? I don't know. Weird. Little Timmy likes a lot of good books. He sure does. Poor guy. I wonder if his mom went to go see Rambo 5. If you weren't here earlier, there were more women that went to go see the last Rambo film, Rambo 5, than went to go see the Marvels on opening weekend. Go figure. And Rambo 5 was probably, I don't want to ruin the freaking, don't want to ruin the watch-along that I'm about to do here, but it was one of the lesser ones that Bear liked out there. So there you are. There you go. Amy says, "Oh no, not that one. Definitely not a Black Riding Hood. Definitely not. All right. Actually, Bear's got more. There's actually more, people. So let me do the thing with the thing here. Do that, because, and I don't know if let me get this out of the way, and I probably gotta tilt it down just a little bit here. Get this out of the way. Alright, do the thing with the thing, and the thing, because, gotta give a shout out here. Shout out here to the jerk. That would be the jerkmonger. Jerkmonger people, literally, within a week. Within a week here, man. Very cool. So if anybody was checking out, oops, let me move this. There we go. If anybody was checking out the auctions, yeah, last Wednesday. Here we go. Here, people. So let me, oh shoot, I don't have the old trusty knife with me. Let's see how we can get this open with the claws. Come on, man. So anyways, Bear was out foraging through the neighborhood trash cans. Yada, yada, yada. Postman came up. Delivered a package to little Timmy McTiverson. Bear scared him away. He drove this package here that he's trying to get into right now for you good people. Mainly because he doesn't have the old trusty knife with him. I thought it was one of these things that's like, here, just tear here. Tear here, Bear. For crying out loud. Gotta use the old teeth. Well, that ain't working. Well, Elliot, I apologize. You did a great job wrapping this up, but... gosh darn it. There we go. There we are. Get to it. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get to it here. Oh, God, more tape. Oh, God. There we go. There we go. Anyways, sign of quality here. Sign of quality, but, here we go. Thank goodness. It ain't a knife. But it'll do. It'll do for you good people here. So a very, very impromptu box open here for you good people. Let's go ahead. Come on, man. Oh, jeez. Elliot, great job with the tape. Excellent job with the tape. But, little too good. A little too good for old Bear here. Alright. Get our way into here. There we go. There we are. There we go. There we are. There we go. Alright. I think we got it. Nope. Of course. More tape on the other side. This is why Bear doesn't try to do live box opens. There we go. I'm sorry. I meant to zoom it out here a little bit, but it's about as far as I can get it out there for you people. We'll tilt stuff here in a second. Like he said, sign of quality. Thank you, Elliot. Let's shake it out here. check it out. More tape! Oh, for crying out loud! Yeah, so Captain Kirk yelling Khan, does Bear yell tape? Tape. No, seriously, great job packaging here, Elliot. Great job. You can tell it's a great job when wild animals have a hard time getting it open. Getting it open for you people. Thankfully, I had the old trusty scissors here. Oh my gosh, can you imagine trying to get this open with these claws? It'd be hard. It'd be pretty hard, man. Alright. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please, because we've got some original artwork here. Original artwork here. Let me bring this up so people can see it. There we go. There it is. There we go. Blazing saddles. Blazing saddles. Let me get it out of the thing here so people can see it. Let's see. I always appreciate Bear not doxing Timmy's address. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. That would be hell better. That's the only time Bear uses tape. Keep from doxing good people out there. Alright, do the thing. Come on, Bear. There we go. There we go. I don't know which more frustrating. Tape or watching... Oh, watch the Lightning last night lose once again. Once again. There we are. 2-game losing streak. There we are. Here's that. Very cool. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, there's another one in here. Hold on. Hold on, people. There's more. Just when you thought it was done. There is TikTok. Okay. I'm not exactly sure who this is supposed to be. I'm guessing maybe this is Elliot here. I'm not sure if that is a self-likeness or not. I don't really know here. So there you go. There is. Maybe it's another book that he is working on. Maybe it's another one that he's working on there. So here we go. There we go. See that a little bit better? We can see that just fine. See that just fine. So there you go, people. There is some original art from the one, the only, Elliot Fernandez. I was trying to see if there was any... I was missing anything. I'm not missing anything. Gemini Mailer, good job, Elliot. The old bear not flicking anybody off. It's actually a claw/thumb that Bear is giving the old thumbs up to. It is a parody book I'm guessing Mike Miller is working on. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very good. By the by, I was actually... I wasn't intending. I wasn't trying to look anything up like this, but there was something where... God, did I save it? Please tell me I saved it. There was a controversy with Shad. Gosh dang it. Oh, I did save it. I did. Give me just 1 second here, people. Controversy with Shad Brooks and AI art. I don't know if many people are aware. He was... Oops, not that. Get off that. Get on that. Do the thing of the thing. He was trying to do artwork, but he was using the AI artwork. So he's coming out, and he did an image here. Let me get to it. Of basically a dragon being slayed. Dragon being slayed out here. Let me get to it. Where is this it? It literally got roasted online for posting AI art and saying how hard it was to do the lady here chopping off a dragon's head. So I was wondering about that. I'm like, uh-oh, you better watch out, Mike. He might replace you with AI art. So anyways, he was getting roasted like crazy. This was almost Bear's thumbnail today. I almost did that as the thumbnail thought it was a little too in the weeds, so I didn't try and do that. But there you go. There you are. What is the name of the book? What is the name of the book? I forget. I don't even recall that he was doing it. So, anyways, I thought that was funny. It's like I worked really hard on this AI. People are like, yeah, I spent 20 minutes and did it like 10 times better. And I was like, oh, poor guy, poor fella out there. He's just an Aussie trying to put some shrimp on his Barbie. Shrimp on the old Barbie. Shad using AI. Mike needs to go on strike like Hollywood. Yep. There you go. There you are. All right. I thought I had something else here for you good people. Oh, I do. I was speaking of which we have. If you can find it here with the thing on the. Where am I? Where are you, Mouse? Moose. Ah, here we go. Of course, it covers up. Oh yes, that works fine. Works just fine. Some campaign updates for you good people, including Uncle Lee doing really well here. Let's see, he was at 556 I think last time, but knocking up a couple $100 here and there. Not bad. Not bad at all, sir. Not bad. I kind of like just kind of checking it in every once in a while, just see how. I mean, it's the middle of the campaign, so you're really not expecting it to go, shooting to the moon or anything like that. But every once in a while, Beer will come in and is like, oh wow, it came up a grand or two or three, something like that. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Speaking of your boy Zach and First Kill. First Kill has been lettered, which, by the way, the other book was Eric Weathers. So Eric Weathers did the lettering on both of the books that we did head-to-head today. So he did excellent work. As always. Eric letters too much. First Kill has been lettered. Hi, everyone. Hiya, boy. I just reviewed the lettering proofs for First Kill. It's one thing to read the script and to see the pages as they're drawn and colored, but it's only when the pages are lettered that it truly becomes a comic. Wise words, sir. Very wise words. The necessary lettering corrections are extremely minimal and most likely can be fixed in one pass, which means we can start building the print file this week. Thanks. That's Richard. Your boy. That's from your boy Zach. So this is. He sent it out in two different packages, or will be sending out the other package. So it was supposed to come. A New Kind of War was supposed to come in with this book here. For whatever reason, I think it was tax reasons or something for your boy. He sent it separately, so everybody got the A New Kind of War before First Kill. So they are actually part of the same campaign here. So there you go. Speaking of which, pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. So there is First Kill. First Kill. Speaking of someone who is probably seen his first and or last kill, that would be Angry Aaron. Angry Aaron out here. Actually, he shouldn't be that angry at all because Blood Hunter books are shipping, people. Yay! Oh no, not the random bold stuff. Oh, Aaron, we're gonna have to talk to you about that. Hi everyone. Hi Aaron. I'm so glad to finally be able to send this update. We received Wraith of Godblood Hunters books from the printers on Tuesday afternoon and start shipping them out on Friday. I promise you we will move through these as quickly as possible, but it's still going to take some time to get out 2,000 orders. Congratulations. As always, someone will be the first to receive their books, and someone will be last. And maybe it might just go to a bear instead of a person that's being sent to. But we appreciate your patience as we move forward as efficiently as possible. All of the shot glasses, t-shirts, and hats have been shipped, and I will get out the original art within the week. If you find any mistakes in your order, or maybe, wild animals just happen to intercept the order for whatever reason, stuff happens. Just let us know and we'll make it right. Thank you all for backing and continuing to support Empire Comics books and products. So, congratulations. Congratulations, Irene. Gosh darn it, Irene. Beer has been neglecting. What, since last year, I think? I've been neglecting, or maybe earlier this year. Yeah, I think it was earlier this year. Literally has everything scanned in and ready to go to do the original, the original Wraith of Gods review, and has not gotten to that. So, this might be the time where Beer gets the second book in and just does a review of both of the books. That might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. LOL says, P-Money, I gotta find a way to tell Aaron about Bear's bold reading. Bold. Let's see, this afternoon and start shipping them out on Friday. I promise you we will move through these as quickly as possible. Yeah, it gets Bear's dander up, I tell you that. Gets Bear's dander completely up. Alright, and finally, actually we were talking about this earlier, but let's jump back into it here. Joe Frankenstein. Part 2 is here. Actually, it is... Where is it? Where did I put it? Where did Bear put his book? For crying out loud. That's away from Bear's arms here. But Bear got this one. Joe Frankenstein Part 2. Another one where he's going to read the first book as well. Got a lot of readings to do. Hello, Compass Comics Commandos. We're commandos. If you missed out on getting your copies of Joe Frankenstein Part 2 when the campaign was live, we got you covered. Both the main cover and the variant are now available on the website. And while you're there, you might as well get yourself or your significant other a cute Chino plushie. He says, trust me, they will love you for it. Just imagine him sitting under your Christmas tree on Christmas morning, to frighten you. Ah! The Cheeto, he's come, he's ate all the cookies from Santa. Ah! Ultra Rare, limited to 500, includes the Chino All My Love mini prints. Look at all that love with the heart in his hand there. Is that a heart in his hand? He's got a heart. Literal human heart in his hand. All my love. There you go. There you are. Graham, what one small thing. When you tell people that the main cover and the variant cover are on the website, put a link to the dang website, man. Put a link. Bear had to go search high and low for that. I've got it in the description. Go check it out there. But there you go. Come on, Graham. Just put a link in there and people will go to it. So there you are, people. There is our comic updates for today. And you know what, people? There isn't. It's not just. Of course, we are here a either beanie and or a hat group, the Comics Gate. But there is more. There's more than one gate out there. People have talked about, Watergate or Gamergate or any of that sort of stuff out there. There's another one, people. There's another one. Would you believe Cookiegate is upon us? From the New York Post. Simon Thaler, Oreo fans claim company is skimping on cream filling in latest shrinkflation scam. Shrinkflation. Is that what happens when you go into the water and it's a little bit cold? Get a little bit of a shrinkflation downstairs? Is that what they're talking about? Let's find out. Oreo fans believe they've uncovered the latest and biggest scandal yet in shrinkflation across consumer goods, claiming that the crucial cream-to-cookie ratio has been quietly shrinking in their favorite snack. What? No way. No. Oh my goodness. Oreo is dead to Eric Huffles. Oh my goodness, sir. Oh my goodness. Well, you know who isn't dead? Eric isn't dead. To old Bear out here. Give Eric the old thumbs up there. He does just the excellent work on the modding out there on some of the great channels. By the way, Eric, you just missed. Well, let me get this out of the way. You did miss some great artwork. Did miss that, but we did a... You'd enjoy this. Rewind it here. We'll try and make it a separate video here. Let me go back just for... Oh, and Jiminy as well. You missed Bear's attempt at trying to open a package. Ay, that was a nightmare. Where are we? Thing with the thing. Come on, Bear. No, not Marvels. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, for crying out loud. Bear, I tell you. We just did a head-to-head with the Malin cut of Black Riding Hood versus a new kind of war. I'm not going to tell you how it turned out. You have to go back and look at it. But yeah, there we go. That's what we were doing. And of course, I got a little bit of Elliot. Let me get to it here. Find it. Come on, man. Come on, Bear. A little bit of I don't know if you remember. Oh yeah, you were down there taking pictures with Bear. So yeah, you got to see old Elliot Fernandez down there in Tampa. And got a little bit of nice little artwork there from him. Some blazing saddles. Blazing saddles. There you go. And good to see Jiminy as well. Wrong emoticon. He's hey Amy and very sad. Very, very sad. Alright, more people, this is very important. Getting Bear all turned around here. That's because Oreo people, who is dead, apparently, to Eric. Completely dead. That's alright, though. Oreo fans believe they've been covered. Yeah, we already read that. Louisiana resident Shane Ransonette told the Wall Street Journal that he and his wife, Christine, recently bought a package of Oreos and noticed that the twin wafer cookies were sandwiched with just a thin smear of cream. How you can't smear no cream? Suspicious, the couple decided to test double-stuffed Oreos, which they usually skip for having far too much filling, only to see the familiar-looking cookie when they open the package. Here we go. That's the regular Oreo. Ransonette told his wife. 60-year-old Nebraska resident Beverly Cooper also noticed that the cream filling of the double-stuffed Oreos was downsized. She says, it's a sign of the times. This is the way of the world now. Terrible people. Terrible. Look at there, 1 pound. Cookies from 1986. I don't know how well they taste now, but there you go. That's what they looked like in way back in 1986. Before Bear's time. Mondelez, the Chicago-based maker of the cookie sandwich. Mondelez? Oh, okay. Learned something new today. Told the Journal that it's tried a number of different strategies recently to offset the rising cost of cocoa and sugar, such as offering fewer discounts and shrinking package sizes. I hate when my package shrinks in size. The company denies skimping on the cream filling. We would be shooting ourselves in the foot if we started to play around with quality. The CEO told the Journal, also blaming possible irregularities on manufacturing at individual cookie. He's throwing his own people under the bus. How dare you? Users on social media are skeptical. A forum on Reddit, the Shrinkflation Reddit, has amassed more than 100,000 users who gripe about favorite products they claim to have been skimping, as prices have either stayed the same or ticked higher. Among the topics of conversation, Oreos. Oreos have way less cream now, questions one user. Opening a package of Oreos and splitting the cookie sandwich in half to expose a thin layer, people, of cream described as, quote, kinda lame. Yes, less cream. The company should be fined for false advertising. The package photo no longer bears any resemblance, to the product inside. Another post on the Reddit post, posted by Blue Osiris1, yes indeed, posted how much the family-sized double-stuffed Oreo packages have literally shrunk. The older, larger box of the beloved cookies says the net weight is 566 grams, while the newer, smaller package is only 530 grams, per the photo shared to the forum. Look at there, people. If you can't trust a photo shared on Reddit, Who can you trust? Who can you trust, people? It's bad enough these companies raise prices way above their increased production value and blame inflation, but now they're selling us even less for the same already inflated prices. Oops. Didn't the cream cover nearly the whole Oreo before? Asked another user. On X, someone called the Oreo shrinkflation scandal Cookiegate. Cookiegate, people. Regular Oreos have filling to what would be in the thin Oreos, and double stuff have filling equal to what used to be in regular Oreos. Rip off! In exclamations. Don't buy Oreos until they fix it. The post has sought comments, and, they didn't get back to him in time. Let's see. Though the company has denied tampering with Oreo ratios in recent years, a New York high school math teacher spearheaded an Oreo filling This is why Bear failed math, is because they didn't include food. If you would have included food with your math homework, it would have went a lot better. Anyways, a measuring effort in his classroom to crack the code of how regular double and mega stuffed Oreos cream varied back in 2013. His students found that double stuffed Oreos did not have 2 times the amount of cream filling, according to the journal, but rather just 1.86 times. How dare you? How dare you? Anyways, it goes on, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. People, if you can't get your cream in your Oreos anymore, is the world really worth living in? Well, yes, it is, but, you got to get a little bit of a scare out there for people. Well, just a little bit. Just a tiny amount there. Anyways, gosh darn it. You used to rip them in half, and you would lick the one side, you'd kind of smash it back together. Sure, it's a little bit smaller, but you still had enough cream in there, or so you thought. By the way, beer, lactose intolerant. Can't enjoy Oreos, can't enjoy milk, just can't enjoy anything. Thanks a lot, Brandon. Crying out loud. Shrinkflation. New York Times, and Sharon Thaler. Thaler out there, people. There you are. There you go, people. Let's see. When you said Oreo Gate, says P-Money, I was worried you were going to say critics think it's wrong for the filling to be white. A great Elliot art. Thank you so much. Looks pretty good. I got a great deal on it, by the way. Great deal. Where do white women at, says Eric. Where they at? Twinkies better not skimping on the cream, says P-Money. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Amy says, I like the cookie more than the filling. What? What? Amy, I sometimes beer has questions. I'd probably like them that way, but that's not what people who like Oreos would expect when they open a bag. So don't MCU the cookie. That is a quote right there. Don't MC that. Yeah, there you go. I like this. I like it. Don't screw it up. Don't MCU it up. I like that. See, we start with the MCU and we kind of come full circle with it. How about that? And that's it. I'm protesting. How can we protest problems with the Middle East when we got Oreo concerns? That's right. Eric used to eat double stuff, dunked in milk all the time. I got out of the habit years ago. Yeah, I haven't had an Oreo in quite a while. I don't know. Not like Bear's just like, I quit Oreos. I'm done with Oreos. It's just like, chocolate chip or another cookie. They were kind of small. They keep, I don't know. Bear remembers like they used to be a little bit bigger, and I guess they kept shrinking. So now they're not only shrinking the actual cookie, they're shrinking the cream in the filling there. How dare they? How dare they? Oreos is not a winner today. Not a winner at all. Let's see, how many of those could you eat before the sugar rush got to you? I don't know. Beer just, you'd get that black tongue. You would just, like, everything would be black, You'd be like, oh, okay, Just, I don't know. I like Oreos, but gosh darn it. You gotta buy the double stuff to actually get the regular ones nowadays. Forget it. Forget it. They're just trying to make, they're just going to fit, they're going to get rid of the cream and they're just going to fill it with bugs and deal with it. You're just going to live in your 15-minute house and, eat the bugs and go to your pod and, watch your MCU Marvel film, Miss Marvel 12 or whatever. It's just crap on a cracker out here. What was the quote? Hold on. What was the quote that we described of this? Hold on. What was it? It was what was it? Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry to be disappointing. Sorry to be. That could be Oreo. Sorry to be disappointing. This is what Bear was saying. Marvel Studios, the Marvels. Sorry to be disappointing. Somebody literally needs to put that in the background there. Marvel's sorry to be disappointing. Sorry to be. Anyways. We've done enough ragging. What? I'm not even showing it. Anyways, well, it was... If you would have seen Bear's rant, he was talking about the bounding into comics thing there, but there you go. That's what he was talking about, but on to other things. On to other things here, people. Alright, well, people, this has been quite the amazing show. I didn't even know we were going to be able to do the video for you good people, but we did it. We made it happen here, people. We got some great books, some great artwork. Got to check out two interesting. It's kind of interesting that they worked together at one point. Your boy Zach, who did the A New Kind of War and the First Kill, and of course Jon Malin with the Black Riding Hood. They both worked together on Jawbreakers, which you can get right now. The original copy. If you follow Bear's link up there. What was it? 8 hours? 7 hours? 7 hours to go, I think. Yeah, 7 hours to go, peoples. Do go get on it if you want a copy of the Black Riding Hood, which is probably worth quite a bit of money now. And also Jawbreakers as well. If you want to get that signed, go for that. Go for that, people. Go for that. That could go on a t-shirt. Sorry to disappoint you. The Marvels. Sorry to disappoint you. There you go. People, we don't laugh at the demise of Disney. We just want them to put out better product and stop being so woke and quit trying to turn kids into whatever they're trying to turn them into. Whatever the heck, man. Whatever the heck. All right, people. Well, you know what? Let me go through the list here. Thank everybody. I think Bear will kind of wind it up here. Always got to thank the lovely Lesters out there. Thank you so much for stopping by. P Money as well. People must have done. Oh, how was the puppet show? I hope it went well, and say hello to all of the little P Moneys and Mrs. P Money out there. Let's see, Eric, mod extraordinaire out there. If you see him in another chat, give him a thumbs up. He would appreciate that. And of course, Mr. Tape himself. That'd be Jiminy Crickets. Appreciate you as well, sir. And of course, all of our Russian bots and lurkers. Like each and every one of you. Like he said, kind of start off the show, Bear is blessed and very lucky to have such a great, smart, interesting audience out there that's, follows Bear where, most people will do just whatever the algorithm, whatever the sort of news of the day is, and just kind of follow that. Bear follows his own heart. That's why you get funny stories like Oreos or losing tool bags in space or something like that. So do appreciate everyone out there. If you missed the either box open or the head-to-head, definitely going to do the head-to-head in a separate video, so look out for that in the next week or two. We'll put that up and do its own head-to-head. Yes, indeed. All right, well, once again, people, you know what? All this talk about head-to-heads is making Bear hungry. So we gotta head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.